Hello, my friends. Let's take a nice breath in. Big sigh. Let the breathing come back to normal. Eyes open. Just breathe. And just for a moment, just be enthused for a moment. Just not an over-the-top enthusiasm, but sort of a relaxed commitment. Sort of a commitment in strength. So happy to see you. My name is Drake, and this is Touching the Edge. And this is about focusing on creating a positive relationship to the election. And so just so happy to be here with you. To me, this is the time of our lives. I mean, clearly, this is the time of our lives. So I've got my friends here, the sunflowers. They've gotten a little bit long in the tooth, but hey, haven't we all? But they're hanging in, and I'd like to think that we all are hanging in. Got my weights. A lot of times you guys probably see my weights back there. This is my high intensity gym. I was impressed today because I see that my shirt is somewhat color coordinated. That's I'm not known for my fashion sense. But in any case, I'm here to talk about the beauty of this particular time in our life and realizing that this is the time of our life, that this is the most important time of our lives. Regardless of what age you're at, this is the point that you were born for. We are here to step up to this time. And part of it is in understanding that the only way we can do it is by accepting the nature of where we currently are. Not accepting it through anger or some sort of negative disposition, but accepting it in a sense that when you recognize that you're at the bottom of a pool, you have the opportunity to push off. You have the opportunity to go the other direction. So that kind of surrender, a surrender without capitulation, is actually a surrender that has to have an openness. It has to have an openness. We have to have an openness that it's possible to find a way to forgive things that we may not have been able to forgive in the past. Not, again, through capitulation, but in understanding the nature of that phrase. What was it? Forgive them for they know not what they do. I'm not saying that people aren't responsible for their actions, and yet we also have to understand that we are in a chaotic and mentally ill situation. And so it's not surprising that people are going to behave poorly. We just can't go that direction. We have to have the strength to connect to that stillness that's underneath it all, rather than become mesmerized and stuck on areas that we know we're right about, even if we are right. So let's step up, man. Let's step up. This is the beginning of our story. We all have challenges. I know I've got some major challenges that are actually kind of overwhelming for me at the moment. But I know you do too. And I know we're going to get through it. So let's step up. Let's connect to that spaciousness that does not have to define what will be. And, I have a mission should you choose to accept it. Intensify your study. Intensify your study. And when I say intensify your study, I'd like to point out that whoever you study, you're getting to spend time with. When you study someone, you're spending time with them. You and I are spending time with each other right now. Intensify your study and make sure that you're hanging out with the right people. Remember that joke, and again, as a middle-aged man, I reserve the right to say the same jokes over and over and over again. And one of my favorite jokes is that if you're on a plane going to Los Angeles, and everyone on the plane tells you they're going to New York, that means you're hanging out with the wrong people. Be sure that you're hanging out with people that are who you want to go to and want to go with, especially right now. So thank you so much. I feel so much joy. It's such the opportunity. Sunflowers really connect me to joy. Everything before now was an introduction. This is the beginning of the story. I bring my hands into prayer position and I bow to you. Namaste.